Welcome to the Kryptonaut Podcast. My name is Mark Storrs, and hanging out with me, as always,
Rob Morphy.
Oh, buddy, we're going off script.
We are.
This is a first.
It really is.
Yeah, this is so. We're gonna put the Bet Sphere on the shelf for now.
Yeah,
we got big things happening.
Yeah, the last episode of the Bet Sphere that you guys were all clamoring for. Forget about it. That's some next week shit. Because this week is one of those fucking weeks that you just can't ignore.
Yeah, no, some stuff happened. You and I actually today, in separate homes and separate dwellings, jointly watched a Stephen Greer
disclosure press conference
event or something.
Yeah, sort of similar to the one he did almost 2 decades ago, maybe a little over 2 decades ago now, because I think it was 2001.
Yeah, but
that's just a part of the extravaganza of fucking madness.
No, there's quite a lot going on. So we're just going to take a pause from the Bet Sphere here to kind of cover this. And we are talking breaking news, whistleblowers, aliens, and UFO disclosure.
Hell yeah.
So if you're wondering what that's all about, there's a whole deep dive.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
I mean, chances are you probably know, but if you're just like an idle crypto fan and you're just doing your thing, you don't give fudges, generally speaking, and you're here for a laugh and a little info, there's been a lot of shit going on in like, say, the last month, for the last 5 years, technically, but we'll get into that. But for like the last few weeks, especially, nutso.
Yeah. And if you're saying like, I haven't seen this on Fox or MSN or CNN or whatever, we haven't either.
Right.
So that's a bigger part of the conspiracy right there. So you're going to have to get on like a tinfoil hat. You're going to need your special pants. You're going to need like a special t-shirt, maybe like some sort of, maybe a jacket, a nice fitting jacket, even an umbrella.
A puffy jacket.
Yeah.
And a t-shirt with an iron on, like an old school peeling iron on.
Break out your moon boots. Kids, we're going deep. All righty. Let's get started, Robert. June 12th, 2023. We are living through an incredible moment in the history of ufology. The events, incidents, and revelations that have occurred during the last weeks, regardless of what their eventual outcomes may be, have shaken the foundations of many human-centric beliefs and may well force us to look at the universe and our place in it with fresh eyes.
Forget about them dirty old eyes.
You don't want no garbage eyes.
No. Your shit eyes, take them out to the dirt, kid. You need fresh eyes now.
Nice.
The aliens are here. Get your best eyes on.
Well, there's a lot going on. So, Robert, without further ado,
yes,
good sir.
I wrote a little intro, as I'm wont to do, and we're going to go into that right now. And then we're basically just going to be skipping from a pile of different articles. So, on December 16th, 2017, the Earth, nice go. Already, I'm just fucking owning this ad lib.
I say go with Earth.
Yeah, I think
my favorite.
The Earth shifted in ufological circles when the New York Times published an article under the decidedly fanfare-free title, Glowing Auras and Black Money, the Pentagon's mysterious UFO program. This article, and moreover, the 3 videos accompanying it, which everyone has seen ad infinitum by now, especially if you have even the tiniest interest in UFOs.
I think it was our second episode.
Yeah, I think it was. Holy gosh, yeah. 5 years. Congrats.
Ah, man, we're making it, dude.
For the first time, this article, freed the monolithic media corporations from the condescending eye rolls, ridicule, and obligatory little green men references they were duty-bound to trot out every time someone, no matter how reputable, went public with a UFO sighting. Here was actual footage taken by America's elite fighting forces showing aircraft performing inexplicable feats, and what's more, heroic pilots were putting their reputations on the line by coming forward and stating in no uncertain terms that these vehicles were far beyond any terrestrial technology, and scarier still, would decimate us in a head-to-head battle. To a man, be it Fravor, be it Ryan Graves, be it I forget, Mr. Day, the guy who was the one running the radar and the whole the West Coast scenario. All of them said, we're screwed. If they're against us, I'm literally quoting Day when I say that, like in one of the UFO witness shows he did, he was like, we're screwed. If they're aggressive, if they're an enemy, fuck it.
And there's a whole thing that we're going to get into with that. But yeah, if this is who we're fighting against, we are going to need Randy fucking Quaid immediately. Yeah,
oh my God.
Exactly.
That is not the one I thought you were going to say.
I know he's in Canada going through some shit right now, probably in trouble, but you know what, Randy, we need you. Come back.
Right on.
He beat those fires.
Wow.
Yeah.
Single-handedly.
There you go.
I think they're still going on. But hey, who knows?
Probably. Whatever.
So, again, now that the New York Times put it out there, given permission to speak publicly due to the exhaustive vetting process employed by the prestigious New York Times, and fear being the great generator. Oh, again, Rob, we're not correcting anything. Generator. Fear being the great generator of many a media frenzy, the press pounced and it was off to the races. Nearly 5 years later, we live in a different world to the one that UFO enthusiasts once knew. With the Pentagon admitting that the videos are genuine and inexplicable, we've seen serious politicians take a serious, if at times misguided, interest in the subject. Something that would have been unthinkable just 6 years ago. What's more, multiple investigative groups with an array of confounding acronyms and varying degrees of effectiveness have been created, and as of now, both Congress and NASA have held public hearings on the topic. It is a brave new world. Which is not to say that there aren't still obstacles to the truth, whatever that may be. The various cliques that have always formed a loose alliance behind the scenes due to their mutual desire to get the U.S. government to recognize this as a real phenomenon have finally achieved that goal, but are now less bound by their similarities and more defined by their core differences in beliefs, making it seem less like a group of adults striving for a collective goal and more like the kind of shrill drama one would expect in a middle school cafeteria. Not calling anyone out specifically, but there are definite camps, and they are definitely not they're not fighting against the government or a lack of disclosure. They're fighting against each other.
Oh, wait, what's that? Twitter. Oh, that's right. Oh, geez. Twitter. Sorry.
Absolutely. Oh, I lost my spot. We're just still going with it. We're still going. Okay. Worse yet, though the government admits to the existence of UFOs, and some factions seem to be genuinely interested in getting to the bottom of the mystery, there is still a dark and powerful cabal pulling many of the strings behind the scenes, hoping to find a way to close the curtain and once again reestablish the dominance of Oz the Great and Powerful. Other groups will never be given the info they need to solve this puzzle, while still others appear to be, well, simply incompetent. But even though the enigma surrounding UFOs has stepped further into the light of acceptance than ever before, there are still many people, regardless of the evidence presented, who staunchly refuse to take an unbiased look at the data because the field has already been, in their jaundiced eyes, hopelessly stigmatized. For every open-minded Michio Kaku, we get a Neil deGrasse Tyson, whose name I said right this week.
You did. Congratulations.
Yeah. And I don't hate the man. I just don't love how clearly biased he is against any idea that a non-human intelligence could be piloting any sort of technology.
I mean, Elon Musk is the same way. So,
true.
Yeah, I mean.
But he's an asshat for a lot of reasons.
Some people just aren't on board with it, man.
Yeah, it's true. And I think that's why. I think it's been stigmatized for so long. They just, they'd have to be abducted. And even then, they'd say they had an aneurysm.
I mean, I'm going to say that sometimes we don't help ourselves.
Oh, that is going to be one of the great, the great red flags we're going to put on ufology today, probably.
Yeah, and we might actually be a part of that a little bit.
Oh, pshaw.
Some people might be like, oh, they don't take it seriously. You're not putting in the science, this or that. Like, no, you know, we're having fun.
We are having fun.
Yeah, that's right.
I like to think we put in the science and have fun.
Yeah.
I think if people have a beef, though certainly some people have had beefs with the fact that we don't always go for rational, paranormal mainstream, and we go for paranormal substream, if that's even a thing.
Well, my shit may have been proven right, so we'll see.
Right. That's true. Your jam might be the jam that the universe dances to. It's possible.
I want that playlist now, son of a bitch.
All right, last sentence of the intro.
Here we go.
But earth-shaking as the last half-decade may have been, the past few weeks have thrown up a crazy confluence of cases so strange that we've decided to hit the pause button and try to break some of this shit down. So, without further ado, we're going to start looking at links. So it's going to be a little bit of clusterfuck. Now, for those who are patrons, God bless you, one and all. Last week, we broke down the David Grush. Grush. I think I've heard him say it as Grush, Crush, but with a G. So David Grush, and he is the whistleblower of the title. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to just break this down a little bit for people that maybe don't know what his deal is. First article I'm going to go to was probably the most extensive initial article to come out, and that was on the debrief. All of these links will be included somewhere, and I will be jumping around, but the links will be there, and you can just go. So, a former intelligence official turned whistleblower, and we're going to try not to cover, we're going to have to cover some of the same territory, so I apologize to patrons, but we're going to try to gloss over this and then move on to the next one. And if you want to hear our full thoughts, you can always become a patron, and it'll be there forever. A former intelligence official turned whistleblower has given Congress and the intelligence community inspector general extensive classified information about deeply covert programs that he says possess retrieved, intact, and partially intact craft of non-human origin. I will not repeat it because you all heard that right. He is finally saying what we've seen on every Roswell documentary, what we heard, all of the, the great ufologists throughout history, Hynek too. I don't know if Hynek ever said that we have recovered stuff, but just everyone has. And now you've got somebody that's in the government. I'm going to vet, well, I'll tell you what his resume is a little bit. I'm not going to vet him personally. I'm just reading shit. As far as I don't know, he could be could be like an improv actor from Seattle for all I know. I mean, but I think he's pretty legit because real reporters have been doing the legwork.
Yeah. And there's actually just last night, there was a new interview that was done on, what was it, like News Nation or something like that.
The one that's really been focused on it.
Yeah.
Who's apparently signed a nearly exclusive fucking contract with him.
We can't figure out what exactly this is, although I saw Chris Cuomo and I'm like, the fuck is that guy doing on here?
Where the fuck's he working now? I saw him at the thrift store, checking me out.
I saw him at Hot Topic, he was a cashier, what the fuck? But apparently now he's
got the dog collar. It was great.
It was awesome.
So anyway, I'll keep reading. The information, he says, this is Grush, has been illegally withheld from Congress, and he filed a complaint alleging that he suffered illegal retaliation for his confidential disclosures, reported here for the first time. And that's where those laws recently passed, protecting whistleblowers, really come in handy.
And he's claiming retaliation. And he's also claiming that someone at one point broke into his house, and also that there was drones flying over his house.
And that his life was directly threatened.
Yes.
So that's the whole gamut of paranoia.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
No, that's there.
And something happened, they found something on his wife's car where they were tracking her movements.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know why the wife, except to intimidate him, to scare him. Like, we know where your wife is at any given time, so don't fuck around.
Yeah. This gets into so many different layers of government that, I'm almost kind of happy there's a shadow government where I'm like, well, at least they're getting shit done. Because this current ain't doing shit. That's for a different podcast, though.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me started about that.
Plenty of them out there, and you can find any of them, but we agree.
Not getting
jack shit.
Don't even talk about Congress.
Other intelligence officials, both active and retired, and this is essential because it's not just Grush, with knowledge of these programs through their work in various agencies, have independently provided similar corroborating information both on and off the record. The whistleblower, David Charles Grush, 36, a decorated former combat officer in Afghanistan, is a veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, the NGA, and the National Reconnaissance Office, NRO. He served as the Reconnaissance Office's representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force from 2019 to 2021. From late 2021 to July 2022, he was the NGA's co-lead for UAP analysis and its representative to the task force. So he knows about the subject. He was basically ordered to be invested in it.
Yeah, he's actively investigating.
I think he was like a 14-year veteran. And he's highly decorated, and he had people literally coming out of the woodwork, and we'll read some of those testimonials in a minute. So basically his deal is, and it's important to note this, that while he does have corroborating paperwork, maybe some photos, all of which are now allegedly in the hands of Congress, it has been indicated that AARO, I don't even remember what the acronym, but it's ARRO, stands for the new investigative body, is not really deemed trustworthy by Christopher Mellon and some of the people that have come to him. And so these people are bypassing AARO altogether because they think either the shit's getting squelched or it's being given to the wrong side in this fight. And they're bringing this shit directly to Congress,
it seems as
Gillibrand and Rubio and the rest.
It seems as though either AARO has been compromised or it was set up in a way to be just a bulkhead to stop shit.
Right.
Which they're like, oh, we're going to go investigate. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Everybody always says that. They always have a subcommittee do a subcommittee. They pour a bunch of fucking money into it, and you get the same assholes doing the same shit, which is absolutely nothing. There you go.
Every fucking time.
It just doesn't stop.
It's exhausting, really.
I mean, this is old hat. Like, we know this shit. We know what they're going to do with it. Fucking nothing, because that's what they do.
All right, but let's not let our cynicism, just put a patina on everything.
You're right. I need to get off their nuts.
Get off their nuts immediately, Mark.
Sorry, AARO. What a fucking stupid name you are.
They're not doing shit, though. God damn it. I can't even do it myself.
See,
they're not doing shit. They're not going to do shit.
Go. Exactly.
God damn it. I tried.
We all did.
Oh, fuck those guys. I mean, I'm happy they exist, but if you're not going to fucking do it, and plus, even if they had noble intent,
right?
Unlike, say, Project Blue Book, that was just all about cover-ups, even if they had the noble intent of, say, allegedly a Project Grudge, which was one of the precursors to Blue Book, who apparently was a group of legitimate soldiers really investigating it, they didn't have the clearance to get the real information, and the same thing applies to Arrow, just like it applied to ATIP and every other fucking...
Exactly, because it's hidden within levels of all kinds of classifications and everything else, and then you just can't get to it because that's what the government does. Little tiny boxes of bureaucracy.
Sons of bitches.
Smash it to the ground.
Ah!
All right.
Okay, so you ready to jump into the fucking weird now?
Let's get into the weird, dude.
Now we're going to a Daily Mail article with one of the longest headlines I've ever fucking seen that was published on June the 10th, so 2 days ago. I will read this. Exclusive. Crashed UFO recovered by the U.S. military, distorted space and time, leaving one investigator nauseous and disoriented when he went in and discovered it was much larger inside than now attorney for whistleblower reveals. That's the fucking headline.
Oh, my God.
Not the subheading.
All right.
It's an amazing headline, especially for any Doctor Who fan.
Oh, yeah. It's
fucking amazing.
It's a fucking TARDIS all day long.
All day long.
Congratulations, friend. You found a TARDIS.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right on.
There it is.
A crashed UFO recovered by the U.S. military, distorted space-time, and was bigger on the inside, claims a top attorney involved in bringing UFO whistleblowers to Congress. Daniel Sheehan, who, maybe it's Sheehan. I'll go with Sheehan, who's been working with Greer for years, Dr. Stephen Greer, but also has like a reputation for like he worked on the Watergate case, Iran-Contra. Like he's a guy that like will take on the man, the government, and when they're overstepping their bounds and really try to take them down a notch. So he's a really well-respected attorney that just for the last few decades at least has turned his attention to UFOs and disclosure and the significance behind like basically getting the energy out there.
Right.
Which changes the world fundamentally if indeed it's real and we've found a way to master it.
Totally.
Which a lot of people, I guess, believe is the case. Okay. So Sheehan says he was told the mind-boggling tale by a whistleblower who allegedly took part in an illegally undisclosed program retrieving crashed non-human spacecraft and who has now briefed the Senate Intelligence Committee staff. The lawyer story is the latest in a series of stunning claims this week of UFOs in the government's hands, which began on Monday with an on-camera interview with former senior Air Force intelligence officer David Grush. So we just covered that guy. So this is interesting. Let me go down to where they give a few more details on this thing. The attorney told the Daily Mail that one alleged recovery recounted to him by a supposed crash retrieval program insider, guy or girl whose name we don't know, involved a 30-foot saucer partially embedded in the earth with some fantastical properties. They tried to hook a bulldozer to it and pull it out, and it pulled out a shape like a pie slice, almost like it was part of the way it was constructed, Sheehan said. When it came loose a couple of feet, they stopped immediately. They didn't want to destroy the integrity of the machine. They had a guy go into it. He got in there and it was as big as a football stadium. So it's a 30-foot pie wedge, big as a football stadium. It was freaking him out and it started making him feel nauseous. He was so disoriented because it was so gigantic inside. All right, so he just repeats again, size of a football stadium, 30 feet outside. Sheehan said that the space was not the only warped dimension around the craft. So not only spatially warped, but what goes with space? Time.
Okay.
He staggered back out after being in there a couple of minutes, and outside it was 4 hours later.
Oh, we got missing time.
That's some classic UFO shit. That's also some fae shit.
Yeah.
You go into the fairy cave, you dance around the fire with the elf girls, you have a good time, you listen to techno, you don't know what it is because it's the Middle Ages, but they have future music and it's fucking awesome. It's a little elf rave. And then you come back out and you're like, honey, I was only in there 10 minutes. It was a great time. La, la. And you're like, it's 4 years later.
Yeah.
Diff, whatever middle-aged names were.
Fucking Diff.
I couldn't think of a better one. It's not my finest name.
My God.
But it will be my Patreon name this week.
Oh, Diff, yeah.
Diff the Medieval.
Yeah, so this guy is saying that as a part of this retrieval program, this attorney had gotten this information, which is interesting because it does obviously tie it back into Grush. Even talking about possible vehicles that were recovered and different things that happened to people with them.
Right. And physicists have theorized that the propulsion of an advanced craft could theoretically involve warping space-time around it to negate the effects of gravity. So it is within the realm of possibility that if this thing crashes, and it's apparently embedded in the Earth, so it crashed, they might not have had a chance to turn this time warp generator off, whatever it is. And so it's still affecting the space within and the time around.
It's still active, basically. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
And it goes on to say, this article, military intelligence officials who have voiced their support for Grush since he came forward publicly point out that he has placed himself at considerable risk if he is lying, as all his claims have been submitted to the DOD and intelligence community inspector generals on penalty of perjury. Though, in all fairness, to play devil's advocate, it would be very difficult to prove he's lying. I mean, it would ruin his reputation. It's going to take his clearance away. His fucking life is screwed now. Like, unless he was paid a lot by the Department of Defense, you're going to sacrifice your whole life, but you're going to get a book deal. You and your wife and your children, if you have any, you don't have to work again. We'll figure out a way to funnel it in, but you are going to be the guy that's forever known instead of like this esteemed military guy that worked for all these prestigious like intelligence institutions. You're going to be known as UFO Dave, and you're just going to have to live with that.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think that's the case, by the way. I really don't. I think I hope he's legitimately coming forward. I don't have a full commitment either way yet.
The Patreon people obviously heard us talk about this last week, but one of the things that you and I both kind of put out there was like, okay, so he's coming forward with this information, but there is a possibility that he could be totally getting set up.
Oh, yeah.
And just being as a patsy, just being put out there to be like, oh, yeah, no, let's have Dave go out there and tell everyone all this crazy shit that he thinks is real, but we know isn't.
Because all these people are vouching for his integrity. You can go on, there's Jim Schell, a former chief scientist of the Space Innovation and Development Center at Air Force Space Command. What a great fucking job that is. And another contractor for the NRO, Jeff Nevin, and a colonel, I think a Colonel Nell came out and was like, no, this dude's legit. He's telling the truth. So these people are supporting him, but they could be setting him up because his information, there's one article that says that he got all his information secondhand, but there's one article, I'm sorry, I've got that backwards. One article that says he has firsthand contact with one piece of extraterrestrial material, but it wasn't elaborated. Again, one of those things that he says he can't talk about until the Senate or the DOD gives him leeway. Yeah. But almost every other interview I've seen with him, which is two, because there's only two in existence that I know of, the French one and the one by Ross Coulter at News Nation. It's basically... It's his superiors. Like at first he thought it was all bullshit too when he started hearing the stories, but his clearance was so high he was allowed to hear these stories. And then finally his bosses were like, oh no, the people that directly worked with this material is like, yeah, no, this is real and la la. And then finally he just got so mad that there was no oversight by the duly elected officials, asshats that they may be in Congress and, off in the White House. That they still need to know because they're the ones we put in there and they're the ones that should be in charge. And of course, Congress holds the purse strings. Yeah. So all this shady black, we've all just basically been walking in this miasma. Like we don't control, black budget is what it is. Right. Fucking toilet seats in the 80s cost $300. If you're, a military contractor, you can get away with murder and there's nothing we can do because individually there isn't. But really collectively, though I'll be fucked if I know how, I guess big letter writing campaigns. I mean, once upon a time you could get like, if the media, like 60 Minutes or something, drilled it home, people gave a shit. Now this country's so divided, I don't even know how you would achieve this. I mean, honestly, but we still technically are in control. Well, but because it's hidden behind Lockheed and Raytheon and all kinds of these companies, like that's who's doing all of this. It isn't the actual U.S. government. You're talking about contractors, huge weapon manufacturers, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, again, all these places.
They have all this. That's what they're doing.
Well, and that was the smart move, like you say. There's no FOIA.
They're paid
for independent American corporations.
They get money from the government to go and do this. And then when the government's like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Fuck you! You don't need to know about it."
Right.
Because you have us going to get this technology and back engineer this craft, which is a whole thing that's kind of really interesting.
Yeah, and which companies get the perks? That's another part of the problem, because that's very biased.
Which it's kind of smart in a way, because if you're the U.S. government and you know that you're going to be retrieving downed or crashed possible non-human fucking crafts, you're not going to do it yourself, because you can't trust the people. You have to go to like a black budget people and be like, all right, let's get these skunk works or whatever. Let's get the sketchy dudes over here that we're going to pay a shitload of money, and they can do it for us. Because if they have to kill people, I don't want to be that guy, but if they have to kill people, who's going to fucking really stop them?
I'm pretty sure that in like the late 40s and 1950s, that's how it went down.
Yeah.
It probably was a straight military operation. And then they involved the best scientists, and then either Majestic 12 is real or it is not. Again, I'm on the fence with that one. Sometimes I'm thinking, it seems pretty fucking plausible. And other times like, I'm not so sure. But regardless, they did send up some sort of informed body that would decide. And then eventually it got tucked into like Lockheed Skunk Works and other like big military contractors. And then eventually the black government, the second government that takes control of all that shit.
Shadow government.
The shadow government doesn't give a fuck anymore. They don't care. Like the American military doesn't involve itself with UFOs
anymore. Dude, they have their own Navy. They have their own military. They have all their own shit.
Daniel Inouye, they have Hawaiian, I think past now, former senator.
Dark Navy, dude.
Dark Navy. Dark everything now, man.
Fucking awesome. Dark Air Force.
All right. So
they got the coolest uniforms.
So again, like I say, we really, did a deep dive on Grush before, but that's the basics of him. He turned over like over 100 classified documents. They're with the Senate now. We're going to hear more. When I hear him speak, I don't get like a rush of wow, this man's super sincere, but I don't think he's lying either. No. I'm on the fence. I need to see more, but it seems like he's putting way too much at risk unless there's some incredible reward. But here's one last thing that he said that I thought was interesting, and this was the Daily Star UK that published this among, and I don't know how reputable it is, but among many other papers that printed it, so it's just one of many. Aliens have murdered human beings during malevolent events, whistleblower claims. David Grush has accused the U.S. government of keeping secrets about non-human intelligence as he claims extraterrestrial beings have harmed humans in malevolent events. So we have quite a number of non-human spacecraft, says the 36-year-old claims he was entrusted with the country's bullshit. All right, I'm going to move down to the dead people thing. Though hesitant to use the term alien, and that's another thing. All of them aren't using the word alien. They're all using non-human intelligence, like you said.
When he uses NHI, it's interesting because when he's talking about it in the interview, he's like, well, and he kind of pauses and he says non-human intelligence. And you're like, oh, and then that's when he goes into them spatially being co-located dimensionally with us.
Right.
And that's where I threw my fucking flags in the air, middle fingers at everybody, fucking suck it. Eat it, suck it, eat it some more. Interdimensional beings, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get some new fucking Crocs and some sweet pits and be like, suck my ass.
No, you turned your fucking American truck into a parade float. It's exciting.
I did. I did.
It's great paper mache grays on it. It's fantastic.
When he discusses it, seriously though, when he was talking about that, you are like, okay.
Well, we've discussed it many times.
Yeah.
The idea of, well, even when we're talking about the veil or window areas, we're not talking about necessarily, I guess we could be talking about fully other worlds that are in another place, space and time-wise, or another side of the galaxy, and that there's some sort of portal. But more often than not, we've discussed about like sharing our world with creatures that we can't see, but that sometimes may be able to see us. That's why when so many of them are identified by one of us, they're like, you can't fucking see me, or what are you looking at? Or there's like a 7-foot tall, inky black shadow fucking elk that like says, like looks at you when you see them and like books in terror, even though you're terrified of it.
If they're co-located, quote unquote, with Earth, then they're not extraterrestrials. The new term, I believe, is crypto-terrestrial.
Yes.
Ooh, that's just really cool.
Though I heard,
I like that a lot.
Somebody refer to it. I think it was Dr. Gary Nolan, the microbiologist dude who's like he's a pathology professor at Stanford, but he's the one that designed the machine that could really get deep into the atomic structure of isotopes and was looking at all those metal things from like Ubatuba that Jacques Vallée had collected over the years. And he's basically come forward at like the SALT convention. You can find it on just look at Gary Nolan SALT convention on YouTube. It's like 20 minutes long. Whereas like 100% aliens are here, 100% their technology is here. He's starting like 5 or 6 different companies to exploit it. He's found the metal. Like it's fucking on as far as he goes. And this guy's up for a Nobel Prize, or at least he recently was. So that's interesting. Fascinating, really, because he's a legit dude and coming out. So that's another layer to it. Like Gary Nolan's been around since like the Sirius documentary where he was studying, I think, the Atacama mummy, that little tiny alien mummy thing.
Oh yeah.
That like Greer had or whatever. And maybe it's a deformed human, maybe it's half human, half alien. Who the fuck knows? But it shouldn't be like, but it's like a 6-year-old that's fucking, it's driftwood.
Fucking driftwood.
It's a possibility. But anyway, just going back to the dead aliens thing, he basically said, well, I can't get into specifics because that would reveal certain U.S. classified operations. I was briefed by a few individuals on the program that they were connected with malevolent events like that. Ross Coulthart pressed for more details, adding, now I'm scared. People have just heard you say non-humans may well have murdered human beings. David confirmed humans have been killed, replying, that seems to be the case at one point. So
now you have
bag as shit.
Well,
but maybe it has to be because I mean, if you're going through all these legitimate channels to restore your reputation, not lose your pension, not lose your classification,
right?
Not be killed, not have your wife stalked, all these things, then you can't fuck around and give a little too much just because some fancy ass Australian reporter's trying to probe you.
So he should be David Vegas shit Grouch because he has to be. He can't give out classified information, which is a huge criticism from folks online and other reporters.
But might be completely legit.
That they're like, dude, you're coming out. What is the extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence or whatever? So it sounds something my dad would tell me. So what up, Dad?
And Carl Sagan.
Yeah. Yeah,
both of them.
That was Carl Sagan.
You can't get them to shut up about it. Carl Sagan and your dad.
Oh God, they're jawing it up. So that is a criticism, is that he claims all of this. He says he does have information that he did give to Congress. He clearly can't give anything to anybody else, which it's unfortunate. And listen, I'm on the fence with him, as you are.
Yes,
but it's the same old goddamn song and dance that we go through. But it has to be, because he can't get arrested.
So here's the thing.
God forbid.
Here's the thing that...
Or I feel bad if he's being used. If they're using this guy as a fucking op.
Then
sucks,
that would suck
dude.
for him.
What a
obviously.
fucking bummer. Because he thinks he's a fucking patriot. Yeah. He's got his little flag. He's fucking doing the parade downtown. Fuck you. I'm the fucking aliens are real. And then they're screwing him in the fucking in the back. Which really
all of
sucks.
That's valid. Absolutely. But what... I suppose I won't say I'm excited about this because I'm just far too cynical for that. But what's got me, I guess, a little bit hopeful, maybe just intrigued on the border of hopeful, is that there seems to be so many different moving parts going on right now. And this guy has got a lot, like at the very least, this should push the ball forward.
Oh, 100%. I mean, he's giving this to Congress. And he went to the Inspector General. And the Inspector General is like, of the intelligence agency, I believe that's what I'm saying, is like, yeah, okay, we got to look into this. But of course, it's Congress, so who knows how long this is going to take.
But here's the other thing too: Congress and the American traditional military are going to want control back. They don't want a shadow government. That's basically spitting in their face.
I almost wonder if they have an option, though.
Oh, they might not.
I don't think.
And it's not like they're going to just go like, well, shit, they did a hearing. Shadow government over. Let's all go, guys.
All right, Dan, pack it up. Shadow government, we're done. Yeah,
clear out the Swiss bank accounts.
Yeah, God damn it,
no, Seychelles.
No, those fucking assholes at Kryptonite Podcast are talking about us. Everyone knows about us.
They busted us, busted it wide open.
Son of a bitch,
we're fucked. No more petrodollars.
God damn it. Fine.
No
free energy for everyone. Fuck you guys.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Have it then. We didn't want it anyway.
Fuck you, ExxonMobil.
that's not what's happening.
No.
So
it's going to be a bunch of weird hearings and hopefully.
And if it gets too close, that's when the false flag alien attacks start.
We're going to get there, dude. We're going to get there because goddamn.
But we haven't stopped to make first.
We haven't.
You know what that stop is?
What's that?
Las Vegas. Because you know what happened there? Aliens landed, bitches.
Now, as all of this David Grouch stuff is unfolding, there's all of a sudden this breaking news, and I'm at work, and it's like aliens land in Las Vegas, and I listened to the 911 tapes, and I checked the videos out, and the videos are sus or whatever. But this is interesting because this finally, you get some cool aliens that are not little shitty
3
grays.
foot tall. Pale gray.
No.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's some police activity here, Robert. So let's dig into this right now.
Okay. So 8 News Now, again, we'll have a link there. Las Vegas family claims to see aliens after several report something falling from the sky. And that's the little side thing that makes it kind of interesting.
It is on the police body cam footage.
Yes.
You can see something kind of going through the sky.
It looks like a blue meteor.
It does.
Except when they only show it fleetingly, so it's hard, and then they show it in slow motion a few times. In the slow motion, I don't know if you noticed this, it looks to be zigzagging.
Oh,
but
really?
I don't know if that's artifacting from slowing down a body moving, like the body cam moving. Like I'm actually looking at it right now because I have the clip going. So when you watch it, it looks like, no, it does. It looks like it shimmies to the left, readjusts to the right, and then shoots straight down.
Huh. Okay.
Not a meteor if that's the case.
No.
And it's bright blue.
It's super
like
blue.
It's like fucking propane blue.
You can see it on the film, yeah.
Okay. So David Charnes wrote this on June 7th, 2023, even though this actual event happened in either late April or early May.
This kind of got me a little confused. It's May 1st that this happened.
Yeah.
So, which they came out with it now, which is kind of odd because, you just had David Grouch do his thing. Now these people come out with it.
I'm
possible ops.
It's unrelated, but
I know.
But I understand that we want to make patterns, and there was this put out there to like steal some thunder from Grush.
Everybody's covering this story. No one's talking about Grush.
And no one's talking about Greer's big disclosure event either.
Well, we're going to get to that.
I know we are, but if you're going to say like aliens in Vegas are thwarting one thing, why can't it be thwarting two things?
Oh, is Greer the...
Comes out right after Grouch to steal the alien thunder, but right
was
before...
Greer the target the entire time?
Who
what
the
a
fuck
fucking
knows?
waste of resources.
Yeah, sadly.
What a fucking
All right, no, we have to get to it. We have to get to it.
Here we go.
This is already going to be epic.
We're in Vegas. Here we go.
Sources, something likely landed in yard, recovered later. Las Vegas, KLAS. A Las Vegas family claims something crashed in their backyard, prompting them to call 911 about non-human beings. The thing is, this time, several people saw it. On April 30th, around 11:50 p.m., a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body camera, what we were just talking about, video recorded as something streaked low across the sky. Several people across Eastern California, Nevada, and Utah reported seeing the flash, according to the American Meteor Society. Sources tell the 8 News Now investigators that it is likely something crashed into the yard. I don't know who these sources are, but that's interesting. But exactly what remained unclear more than a month later. Drone video showed a circular imprint in the dirt, but not a crater, I noted. But then again, if an anti-gravity thing crashes,
yeah,
I mean, the crash could completely happen above ground.
Right.
I don't know how that
I've
works.
seen pictures.
It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon where it just stops right before it hits the ground and everything's okay because inertia is not real.
There's been pictures of this circle, and it's interesting.
Well, but let's get to the meat of this. About 40 minutes later, a man called 911 saying he and his family saw something fall from the sky and that there were 2 moving things in his Northwest Valley backyard. Caller. So I'm going to be doing the callers, and I will be using different voices. I will be using the same voice for both. Caller. There's like an 8-foot person beside it and another one inside. Another one inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us and it's still there. The caller told the dispatcher. So the caller, I think, is one of the man's sons.
Yes, he is.
His 2 sons, I believe one's named Angel. I'm not 100% sure.
His kids were in the backyard working on trucks. It was like midnight. The thing comes down.
And their backyard, just to paint a picture, if you haven't seen this yet, it's a big gravel yard. It's like backhoes and all sorts of heavy machinery.
Yeah, it's where they clearly have like a shop that
they're contractors or something. I don't know what they do. Okay, so the dispatcher goes, okay, where is this on your property? Caller, in my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified. Dispatcher, maybe it was the dad who called. Fuck, don't trust me on anything. One of the people called. So there's 2 people, and pauses. There's 2 subjects in your yard. Caller, correct. And they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes. Like, I can't explain it. And a big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% not human. So you got big, round, I heard them described as bug eyes.
Yeah.
Not almond shape.
10-foot tall aliens.
Greenish gray in color.
Yep.
Always got to be a little gray, but that's okay. 8 to 10 feet fucking tall.
Big
with
mouths.
wide mouths. And that's something decidedly not gray, too.
They could also see like their stomachs moving, too, right?
Oh, yeah. They could see their abdomens breathing. Dispatcher says okay at this point. The Metro Police call log... the Metro Police call log the 8 News Now investigators obtained shows several other family members confirmed the sighting to the police. So they have a copy of it here. I haven't really looked at that yet, but I assume it's because the wife was there, the husband.
Yep.
And I assume it's the wife. Maybe it could have been an aunt or something. And the 2 kids,
so
the 2 sons.
In the videos, too, they have more police body cam footage where they're actually asking pedestrians, like, hey, by chance, do you happen to see something come down over here? Because we got a call about some 10-foot aliens in someone's backyard. And the one cop during one of the initial videos that I watched, he was like nervous. He's like, oh man, shit, oh man, what are we doing? Oh man. He was getting like psyched up, like getting ready to go to
Which
the call.
goes to show you just what a different world we live in now. Once upon a time, a hardened cop would have been like, oh Christ, this kind of stuff. So, somebody's drug addled or whatever.
So
and now because UFOs have been basically proven real, maybe it's making an imprint.
The family,
even though we don't know if they're alien or not.
Yeah. So the family, there is some video out there of the family trying to see this thing behind a backhoe or a front end loader or whatever. But really
first
hard
off, let's mention this, even though it's not really conspiracy. When they brought the police in the backyard after the fact, the body cams were blacked out. They say because
quote,
it was private property.
Private property.
But it was also private property on the front yard.
Yeah.
With the private property owners, and they were being led back there on purpose.
There's a whole other thing with claims of officers coming forward saying that the FBI was trying to scrub the
body cam
footage.
Did James Fox come out with something like that?
I think he recanted that because I think James on Twitter was reporting it kind of like a as happens type of thing.
So he was contacted by someone saying that it's been reported to me that the FBI was there. And other reports I've seen on like the KLAS or whichever one I'm talking about now and a few other, just YouTube videos, black sedans, like Broncos in the area.
I think
cruising slowly past the house, very men in blackish.
As James Fox was reporting this, he was like live reporting as he's getting information. And I think as the more information he got, he ended up coming to none of that was real. Like he was like, oh, wait, no. And he kind of recanted it and he stopped it, which is good because if you're going to put out information as you get it, if you were getting other information,
you got to do real time.
You got to do real time. You got to be like, oh shit, no, this is going on. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You don't want to sit on it, and hence why we interrupted the Bet's mystery sphere.
Right.
Because when this many things are happening at once, you just got to fucking talk about it.
We got that weird email about the whole Dark Heineck thing, and we just thought for our own safety, it'd be better. Honestly,
better just to drop it. I was wondering what the fuck you were talking about.
We cracked the Bet's mystery.
Yeah, we fucked that one up. We screwed the pooch on that one.
So when the family is in the backyard looking at this alien, this video is also online.
And they're armed.
Well, the family is armed as fuck.
Yeah, so
everyone's got guns.
They're not fucking around.
They all got straps.
Yeah.
They're all fucking gadded up, so they're ready to go. Which kind of, to me, I'm like, well, you're not going to be, that's a lot when you're filming yourself and you've got your fucking guns out and you're like looking in your backyard for something.
Yeah, the female's filming with a cell phone and the dad and his 2 sons are going back there. They claim to be seeing something behind the, what you call it, front loader? I don't know the names of machines.
They say that it's a forklift, but to me it looks like a Volvo, like a regular like loader that you would use like with a bucket attachment or like, like a crane or whatever on it.
They claimed one of these
that it was hiding behind it.
Gargantuas was hiding behind it. The other one was climbing into it as if trying to start it and move it.
And you can't see it. I know.
Nor did they film, even though the woman did not cross the threshold into the backyard. She stood well behind the entrance. They started to,
and they had their guns out, and then they're like, oh, fuck this. And,
and then they got scared.
Yeah.
So it's infuriating there's no footage of the craft, which was allegedly sparkly. I don't know if it was embedded in the ground or not.
Now, the kid does go on to have a YouTube video where he discusses that they heard footsteps on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Whispering.
It goes all Hopkinsville.
It gets very Hopkinsville. The problem that I'm having with this, though, is that so much is wrapped up into this, and it's so chopped up and so weird in so many different pieces that it's kind of hard to get like a direct timeline, I guess. And it's also, there's something about this that to me screams hoax, and I'm not one to jump on hoax at all.
No, I know.
I'm always like, I don't want to do that. But just the way that it kind of came out, it kind of had me a little bit concerned. But I'm going to stay on the fence. I'm going to stay open-minded with this because
I will.
you have the cops come to your house and you have weapons in your backyard pulled on what you think is a fucking 10-foot alien, and then the cops telling you like, yeah, if this happens again, don't call me, just shoot it.
And just
there you go.
Not for nothing, but in Nevada, a false call to 911 is like a category E felony that can carry a 1 to 4 year prison sentence.
Right. So they clearly, and I think the cops,
they might not have known that.
The cops were kind of joking, and they were like, yeah, man, we don't know.
No, the cops are sort of like, all right, call us if somebody comes back, and they're like, the other one's like, oh, fuck that. If 9 foot tall people come back, I don't want to be here.
The kid said the cop told him to shoot it.
But here's another thing. One of the reports I read, again, unsubstantiated, and it is infuriating, like you're saying, the lack of a timeline. Exactly when did it land? How long was the craft there?
Yeah.
No one apparently saw it leave. No one saw the creatures file back into this thing. Was the thing small enough to fit in the yard, but big enough for these huge creatures? Why weren't they filming when it took off? Why weren't they even looking at it the whole time?
There's allegedly a Ring camera that you can hear a sonic boom, but you can't. This is all so sparse and so cut up. You can't really.
Right.
There's no way to piece it together.
But as I was about to say, there's another article, and it will not be included here unless I can figure out where the fuck it was, because usually I'm pretty good about collecting my articles, but I don't remember where I read this, where another family claims to have seen them in their backyard too.
Oh, really?
A neighbor family.
Sightings.
But
okay.
Unnamed, unverified.
Yeah,
so
that's the problem.
So is this just some kids and their dad pulling a prank, trying to get their 15 minutes of fame? Did they legitimately see something that freaked them out? Because if it's one person, they could be high, they could be drunk, they could have some sort of mental disorder, or just be having too much fucking sugar in the beaties. Who the fuck knows?
Right.
But 4 people or more, because I think there was a cousin there too that I read about somewhere. Again, they could all be in cahoots on a hoax, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not an illusion.
The kid did share his experience on like a YouTube channel that he started to kind of talk about. He said he's going to have more coming out, so we'll see. It's just the timing of this obviously is suspect, but I want to be fantastical. I want to have an open heart. I want to enjoy 10-foot aliens behind payloaders and people pulling guns on them. And then eventually everybody ends up hugging and we're all happy.
I'm happy as a clam. It's not fucking Grays.
Yeah, no.
That's all I need.
10-foot aliens are fucking dope as shit.
Just bring me back to the days of yore.
Yeah.
The fun, big old glutes.
Yeah.
Romping around. Sometimes I got 1 eye. Sometimes I got 3.
Hey, what are you going to do,
I'm not here to judge.
No, fuck
More eyes, the merrier.
What are you going to do?
Multiple limbs? Fucking go for it.
Yeah, dude.
Tiny Gray touching my butt, always fucking doing weird medical shit.
Yeah,
no.
like that sucks.
No, my HMO doesn't cover that. No.
All right, Robert.
Hey,
on.
guess what else happened?
What's that?
You know what else happened this week? It's pretty exciting, in case you didn't know. This is also from the Daily Mail. The second longest headline we'll be reading tonight. You ready for it?
Sure.
Exclusive. Crashed UFO recovered by the U.S. military. Distorted space and time. I'm reading the same one. My bad.
I thought you had another one.
My bad.
I'm like, my God.
No, because it is the same. I'm a moron. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep all my idiocy this time.
You're just falling apart.
No, we're not falling apart, because this is what happens when we're because you're not reading anything. You didn't organize a fucking thing. All right, Mark, you take over. Read the clips now.
Are we going on to the
son of a bitch?
The Marine vet breaks his 14
you fuckface. Would you let me read it? Christ, don't, Mr. Judge over. All Mark has to do is show up on this impromptu thing where I'm watching shit all day, jotting fucking 11 pages of hand fucking notes, doing everything, and I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling apart. With fucking information for our fucking listeners.
I noticed this today when I was trying to talk to you about this, and you could not even hold my attention.
I was so distracted.
No, I know.
I kept trying to be polite because I love you. You know I love you like a brother, but I was just like, oh, dude, why does he keep fucking calling me? I got to do shit.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Listen, this is your moment, okay? You're a child. This is your
to choke or shine.
Yeah, you're going to choke, you're going to shine.
So we're back to the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
I'm going to do both, obviously.
And you are a child in a candy store. Indulge us.
Oh, my God, I'm going to lick everything.
Choke or shine, buddy.
Second biggest headline. Exclusive, not the same one that I should have erased that clip anyway. Exclusive, Marine vet breaks 14-year silence to make astonishing claim that his 6-man unit saw a hovering octagonal UFO being loaded with weapons by unmarked U.S. forces who threatened them at gunpoint while serving in Indonesia in 2009.
That is a headline. The links for these articles will be in the description of this podcast, and this might go down in history as one of our longest descriptions ever, just due to the sheer mass of these headlines.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's okay.
A former Marine claims that he and 5 comrades saw a flying saucer being loaded with weapons while serving in Indonesia in 2009 and was threatened at gunpoint by unmarked U.S. forces at the scene. The wild story comes shortly after an Air Force whistleblower, all right, we know all that, Michael Herrera, was a 20-year-old rifleman sent on a Navy humanitarian mission, but I think he was a Marine.
He was a Marine.
During the 2009 Sumatran earthquake and tsunami that devastated the region. We all remember that tragedy. An exclusive interview with the Daily Mail, he claims that while guarding an airdrop of aid supplies outside the city of Padang in October that year, his 6-man unit stumbled across a hovering octagonal craft in apparent use by clandestine U.S. forces. After 14 years of silence, Herrera was emboldened by new UFO whistleblower protections. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
And in April testified under oath to the government's UFO investigation team, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. That's Arrow for you. All-Domain, even though it should be Arrow.
Are you sure that's Arrow?
It's literally right there in the parentheses. It's Arrow.
There's
AARO, not ARRO.
Oh, because it's all dashed. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. When you're dropping a letter, that's you haven't.
I'm a part of Adaro.
It's a Darrow.
Yeah, a Darrow.
Adaro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck. You can't. Domain is a real word. It's not like and or the. All right, I'm not going to get caught up.
This is why the government fails us. This is why the government's failed us. Okay.
But I do love the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office.
That is awesome.
Like, doesn't matter what it is. Fucking time warp.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking alien. I don't know. Step on one too many Lego. It doesn't seem natural.
It's cool.
It's calm.
Whatever. It works. It's
as
fine.
well as the Senate committee. So Herrera testified to both. He provided his unblemished 4-year service record and texts about the incident with alleged fellow witnesses who refused to talk, saying, "It's not worth my life or jeopardizing my family." I saw this whole thing. He's like, "Don't ever fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm never going to talk about this shit." Peripheral aspects of his account were verified by dailymail.com using military sources. Oh, that's interesting. But Herrera, 33, does not have documentation or photos of the incident itself. That will be explained. The Denver native joined the Marines fresh out of high school. He had been serving for less than 2 years when he was deployed to the Philippines as a member of the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit to help distribute aid in the wake of a typhoon. When a 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck Sumatra on September 30th, 2009, his 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines Echo Co., 2nd Platoon, was rerouted to help guard helicopter aid drops around Padang City, beset by violence from local insurgents. Around October 8, he and 5 Marines were dropped off at a clearing in the northeastern part of the city by a CH-53 chopper, and hiked 900 feet up a ridge to take the positions for an incoming supply drop. It was then he spotted a strange object in the jungle on the other side of the hill. I could see something moving and rotating. It was changing colors between a very light matte gray and a very dark matte black. It stuck out like a sore thumb. Oddly, he said, they had not been given radios, so instead of calling in, they edged down the hill in formation to investigate, while Herrera snapped photos and video on his Panasonic camera. The thing was massive, the size of a football field. The craft was rotating in a clockwise motion while changing colors. It had an audible hum to it, like the sound of a transformer or a guitar amp. It was an octagonal shape and with, a pyramid on top that was black. It had scales that were on the outside of the craft that covered the whole craft. It had seams and sharp edges, which I suspect to be man-made. Nothing on it was smooth. It had some panels on the vertical edges that were like Vanta black. I don't know what that means. That's one word.
Phantom black?
Vanta. V-A-N-T-A.
I thought during the, I thought he said Phantom black during his thing with Dr. Greer today. But yeah, Vanta. I think it's just deep black.
Okay. Yeah. According to AARO's statistics of UFO reports between 1996 and 2023, only 1% are polygons, like an octagon. 2% disc-shaped. I know. In the 50s, it was all saucers.
I know, man. Cigars.
Well, 52% are orbs or spherical. We're not going to get, they're going to get into the Lake Huron thing. I don't have time to get angry about that right now. So fuck all that.
God damn you, Canada.
I know they're UFOs and I know they've got them. And I don't just blame Canada.
Well,
fuck you, Biden. Get your shit together. When you shoot something down, you're going to tell me about it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I like how you kind of stumble like you didn't want him getting mad at you. Where it's like, listen here, corn pop, and he gives you a whole fucking lecture about shit.
I'm riled up today.
I know you're a man out of your element. You're a man in your element.
Yeah, I'm totally in my element. We should do live shows every time, unedited.
Oh, Jesus.
7 hours long.
Yeah, we'll be fucking. This show will be stopping real quick.
Kiss your kids goodbye, because fucking it's gonna be a long one, buddy.
Yeah, no, that bank account's gonna dry up real quick. All right.
Herrera claimed that when he and his 5 comrades got to within 150 feet of the craft, they were ambushed by 8 men wearing all black camouflage, bulletproof vests, wielding M4 rifles with high-end night vision attachments given to elite U.S. troops. They had their weapons drawn on us. We could audibly hear their weapons safety levers flipping off safe. Who the fuck are you guys? What are you doing here? 2 of them yelled with American accents, he said. They said we weren't supposed to be there and that they could kill us. As the men continued to threaten them, took the Marines' weapons, dumped their ammunition, and scanned their military IDs, Herrera said he saw others loading large weapon cases and others containers from a modified Ford F-350 trucks, beneath the craft. So there's a platform beneath the UFO, and they're loading weapons boxes and something else.
From what I understand with this platform, though, and I think this might be described earlier, is that it actually comes down and connects to that platform, and then it takes off. That's what I got from his discussion, because Herrera was actually on the...
yes, this will be our bridge to the disclosure
to Dr.
event.
Greer, yes.
Yeah. So, I read all that part there. When the last 2 trucks finished unloading and drove off, the lower part of the platform, as Mark just said, rose off the ground to about 10 feet, and the craft lowered to meet it, and it came together into one piece.
How cool is that?
Jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah.
On the corners of the craft, it had lights that were changing between blue, red, yellow, and green. It rose off the ground a little past the trees, then shot off to our left towards the ocean at around 4,000 miles per hour. We can't believe this is fucking happening. From a dead stop, it didn't make any sound like a sonic boom. It didn't disturb the trees like a rotor wash would. We could see coconuts on the trees, and none of them were disturbed. Herrera said the 8 unmarked soldiers gave them back their unloaded guns and marched them back over the hill, still telling us how they could kill us. Once we got over the hill, they told us to get the fuck away from here and don't look back. So that's crazy. The 6 Marines ran back to the 8 drop site and were scolded by their gunnery sergeant for returning early. Herrera said, adding that they all kept quiet about the disturbing encounter. I was fucking scared, the veteran said. I was thinking, I could have been killed. How the hell am I going to explain this? Back on the USS Denver, Herrera's unit were debriefed by a rear admiral he didn't recognize. He said it was odd to have such a high-ranking officer there, and again, none of them mentioned the saucer and the unmarked troops. A few days later, they were docked inside Subic Bay in the Philippines, which he said in the thing was like a big party place where you get like a couple days pass or whatever. Mm-hmm. The Marine said after an evening of drinking with his colleagues, he returned to find his camera's card and battery removed from his locked locker, along with his 5 comrades' phones, which were also missing. So just them, all the people on the ship, nobody else had their shit stolen, just them. On the other hand, take that fucking card out. Take that card out.
Well,
go into town before you start drinking, put it in an envelope, lick it, write the address of somebody you kind of know well enough, but that no one's going to think that you sent that shit to, and you send it to them and just write a little note saying, please hold on to this for me. It's super important.
Keep the card and your phone with you.
Of course, then you might die.
Just keep everything with you. Honestly.
That's true, too.
If you just took pictures of all this shit, keep it.
But send it. Because if you keep it on you, it's going to be taken. You're in the military. You only can do so many things. All right. In early December 2009, he was back at Camp Hansen in Okinawa, Japan. He was told to report to the office, where he found an Air Force lieutenant colonel in full uniform but no name tag. He starts telling me, you're not allowed to talk about what happened. You're not to your chain of command, not even your general. Herrera said. You will go to prison or you will die. He told me to keep my mouth shut and slid a paper to me, which was an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. The only thing I can recall is that it said TS/SCI, top secret, sensitive, compartmented information, and it had Indonesia on it. The rifleman said he signed and was told to get the fuck out of there. I ran back to the barracks and haven't talked about it ever since. It's something I've kept secret for almost 14 years, but I've thought about it every single day. He left the Navy in October of 2011, 4 years of active duty, medals for defense, National Defense Service, Global War on Terrorism Service, Humanitarian Service, Sea Service Deployment, and Sharpshooter Rifle Badge, where I made several $1 million as an entrepreneur and now runs a private security company called Valkyrie Eye. I did not know that about him. So he's another guy with a lot to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
And you know what prompted him to tell a story?
What's that?
David Grush coming forward. So it's all tied in, baby.
All right, there it is.
This is really interesting. So one thing that this misses, and I don't know why, not only were they military boxes of what he recognized to be weapons boxes, but there were vacuum sealed boxes with pipes and stuff running in it, which he thought initially was narcotics. He thought they were running drugs and guns, which is something the CIA has been known for since like the 70s, maybe earlier. But somebody else that apparently, and this is something I also gleaned from the disclosure event, somebody that came forward through Greer to him said, oh no, those boxes are for shipping humans. And they do believe it's a human enslavement program as well. So I thought maybe when I first heard vacuum sealed, I thought alien bodies.
Yeah.
But this is a man-made craft, obviously.
So, and then we get into the alien slave trade.
Oh. And that's the thing. Are they shipping them off to, like, I don't know, some like dark corner of the world where humans own other humans when you're super rich and don't give a fuck just because you're a scumbag, which is true and sadly happens.
Like Epstein Island shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, totally like that.
Okay.
Or is that shit going to outer space like the little Jawas from Phantasm? Are you going to be like slaves on Mars?
I kind of figured it was like for the non-human intelligence.
Could you imagine if you're put in like a fucking vacuum sealed coffin where you got like some breathing tubes or something? Maybe they put you in stasis so you can't move, so it's like living death, and then you just fucking end up on another planet. You don't know shit about dick, and you're just being fucking forced to do the dishes or whatever the fuck you do there.
What's interesting though is that it's whoever these, I'm assuming they're contractors or mercenaries, a merc group.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They're American.
Either they're CIA, NSA, something like that.
No, I think
they're definitely Americans. They said they had American accents.
I don't think it has anything to do with the government. I think it's like you're talking about
shadow government,
like mercenary shadow government people. Because dude, they got all the fucking tech and shit and the weapons and the Ford F-350s, fucking America, and kind of fucking weird. And what's even stranger about it though was like, and kind of Greer gets into this, is that this is a man-made craft. Right. So Grouch is talking about all these retrievals that we're doing. We're clearly back engineering this shit and making our own ships with it.
Oh yeah.
And this is one of them. This weird transport that actually sounds kind of super cool.
Definitely.
So as we're going to get into Greer in a second here, is that where we're going to be going next?
Oh, we have to.
Okay, so I'm just going to read something real quick here because I could not. This is one of the tweets that I saw. And I don't know if this necessarily bridges the two together or if it causes more of a divide here because I don't really know the context of it, but I'm just waiting for this goddamn tweet to load up and it's not going to, so I'm going to go back to this article. Okay, Grouch, he says, I took my job very seriously. Early on, I allowed various individuals that allegedly said they had information to speak their truth as a part of my evaluation process. Grouch reportedly said in a statement published on Twitter by UFO researcher Vinny Adams this week, I emphatically request that Stephen Greer cease using my name to promote his personal agenda. So Grouch might be out here doing his thing. He is clearly not whatever happened with him and Greer. I'm assuming they must have talked at some point.
Maybe. Or maybe he's just a guy who talks about aliens murdering people and has his specific agenda about why the Congress should know about aliens. And Greer has always been noted as a guy's like, aliens are 100% cool 100% of the time. Every alien abduction has always been androids built by the United States government to, do these kinds of crazy things and make you fear aliens. In his mind, it's almost a little too rosy, a little too Pollyanna for me. It's like, yeah, dude, I mean, that's a big fucking cosmos.
So
no dicks at all? No.
It says here that this is great. Greer has become a controversial figure, even among UFO enthusiasts, making disputed claims and charging up to $3,500 for group sessions where he purports to teach and perform summonings of extraterrestrials using psychic powers, hence the app that I blew $10 on. You got to show your asshole to the moon.
Well, is meditation really the use of psychic powers?
I mean,
I don't know what he's claiming in these things. I didn't know he was charging that much either.
I don't have the information for this, but I'm going to put it out there because fuck this is Scripted Not Podcast. I'm pretty sure he claims that he talks to aliens. I'm almost positive.
I would not be surprised.
So let the sussery continue, Robert. Let's talk about Dr. Greer.
Now we're going to my personal hand notes. You hear that? Listen to that ruffle of paper.
So
written in multiple inks, stained by the rain.
Yeah.
That I forgot and had to rush home and get before I came back here.
Stained by the Rain sounds like a dope song. Yeah, like Rob was on his way to
Richard
the show
Marx song
with Stained by the Rain.
I wish I had a helmet of hair like Richard Marx.
I wish you did too. You look fucking
it.
Awesome.
I am wearing a headband.
So today, Stephen Greer, 2:00 EST time, had a press conference. That he was live streamed on Twitter.
UFO/UAP disclosure press conference is what it was officially called.
That was today that Robert and I watched.
So here's the interesting thing. What he presented was a couple 4 or 5 eyewitnesses.
Yes.
A lawyer. One of the eyewitnesses was Herrera.
Yeah, Herrera was there. He told his story.
Told the story, and it was fascinating.
It's really interesting.
It's weird
to hear him talk about it.
So here's the thing. What I was expecting is that he was going to go legit, because he's been getting a lot of grief, legitimately so, I think, for his CE5.
From me.
After Unacknowledged, oh man, it boomed. 100 million people watched it in like a month or something. Like everyone was talking about it. And that's because people really know that there's black projects, that the government abuses the authority and the money it's given, and that shit is hidden from even the people that should know. Yeah. Not the least of which are the American citizens. But then he gets into the thing. Now, part of me, again, I'm a little iffy on this either way. Part of me is like, a lot of people just don't like metaphysical shit, and there probably is something to meditating to communicate to a higher consciousness. On the other hand, I'm not ruling out that he's a grifter trying to make a couple bucks off this either.
I love the magic end. I love the Aleister Crowley, the Thelema, the weird sex magic. Let's contact the aliens. I'm fucking all about it. But you know what Aleister Crowley wouldn't do? Develop a fucking app, charge $10,000 or charge fucking $10 for it.
Oh, you're on crack. If he was around today, fuck yes, he would.
He's there for the sex. He don't care about money.
Yeah, so
if he cared about money,
he would do his own a cult Tinder.
Yeah, but he would totally. He's just there for the banging, dude. He's there for the effect. Wow. He's there to get it. We have 2 different ideas about Aleister Crowley.
We do.
First of all, he was independently wealthy, and he died a destitute heroin addict. But I guarantee you, he's there to fuck
and do heroin.
He don't care about money.
Fair enough.
There you go.
I'll defer to you, our Aleister Rowley, fucking scholar in residence.
Mr. Rowley.
So besides talking to these people,
Crowley,
which again, as I was about to say, if he was going for legitimacy after all of the flack for CE5, then he missed the fucking mark by a million miles. The stories. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying I don't believe them.
No, they're coming out.
Fucking nuts.
They're coming out and they're telling their side of what they believe happened to them, which may very well have happened to them, but it is fucking bonkers.
So there was retired Colonel Donald Heckert. Fuck if I remember what he said.
I believe he was the first gentleman who was flying a plane.
No, I think he might have been one of the last ones.
Oh, he wasn't the guy during Vietnam?
Here's the problem. I have codes where to go back and watch it, and I didn't have time to do that. So one of the dudes he was talking to was a Stephen Digna Jr., former U.S. Army, I think, sergeant. He was this guy, they call him the voice of the desert. Poor guy, he got some live ammo injury, caused brain injury.
He has a traumatic brain injury.
And yet he still got through it. He did awesome. And he was definitely passionate about, his belief that Greer's doing the right thing. But to paraphrase his story, it started off, he's standing on a 3-story tower watching live ammo exercises, which of course are dangerous inherently.
Oh, yeah.
When basically Phoenix Lights craft comes in, 7 lights, all in a triangular shape. And then that's followed by another thing that's just purely like a right angle, you know, with a ton of lights on it that has rivets. He thought it was clearly man-made, coming in at another angle, fucked everything up. Things were kind of kooky. He started looking at it through night vision goggles because it was hard to make out at first in the darkness. 2 guys from Raytheon were with him, just watching it. It was announced that this wasn't a UFO, so it was not unidentified. Don't worry about it. So he's looking at this thing that he can't fathom, with the voice basically saying, "Don't worry about it. We got this." And then when the Raytheon guys noticed he was looking through night vision glasses, apparently they gave him pissy stares and stormed away.
Yeah.
So a couple days later, he's leaving the base, going to see a double feature with his wife somewhere. They come back after one movie because he's tired. Apparently, at a 78-hour shift. I'm just sort of remembering what I remember. And a craft that is like a 3 times larger version of what What's His Nuts saw in Rendlesham. I don't mean to call him What's His Nuts. The guy with the glasses. I usually remember names. I'm terrible with names nowadays. But the triangular thing that landed.
Yep.
Burroughs, I think it was Burroughs. And it looks just like that. It's like a triangle kind of fucking thing. His wife is frozen. He goes through like a plasma field. So here's where it gets real weird. He touches this thing. He's allowed to move. He hears a woman's voice in his head saying, I don't remember what she said at first. Something like, "You're not supposed to have seen what you saw the other night." He touches the skin of this craft. He goes up the starboard side with his hand, smooth like glass, comes back down. He says it feels like shark skin or a cat's tongue. And then it changes into a tiger stripe pattern under his hand.
And pixels come off of it.
And then pixels, like graphene or magnetite, he said, start coming off. And so I don't know if it's like nanotech or what. And then he feels it purr, he says, as if it's alive. And it's so loud and rumbly, it echoes through his body.
Yep.
He describes all sorts of shit. It's worth finding. If you're interested in this, find it on YouTube. I think it's on Greer's YouTube channel.
He eventually goes on to describe that he gets into the ship, his wife is there, and he's basically tortured.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's
not aliens.
And
it's humans.
Before he gets tortured, he sees like a big blur in the sky, and he realizes it's a cloaking device. Yeah. And then a hatch opens, and he goes, "It would have looked like a portal, like maybe a square window to another dimension." Except I knew it was attached to a giant craft because I saw it blocking and distorting.
He was seeing just a small part,
and he saw a silhouette of a woman in there. And then the voice of the woman came to his head again and said, "Oh, you definitely weren't supposed to see this." Yeah. And at that point, his car and his wife are levitated into the craft where he's tortured. So that was harrowing and crazy. But again, I mean, that's one of those things, like, I buy it. This guy was so sincere, and he's been through the ringer, obviously.
Yeah, you can tell he's been through some shit.
This is not going to help the average American accept the reality of UFOs.
No.
At fucking all.
Dr. Greer, if that's what he was trying to do, did not achieve that whatsoever. Oh, no. But and also, too, though, again, this guy states that these are not aliens. This is not a non-human intelligence. It was humans that were doing this.
Yes, 100%. Not an alien in sight. So it's the second one that and I think that's what Greer maybe was trying to emphasize more than anything else, that if there's bad things with UFOs, it's human generated.
Greer claims that every alien ever from here to fucking Saturn's dark asshole is like, they're not dangerous. They're lovable. They're cuddly. They're all
like the
happy.
most dangerous thing they'll ever do is hug you too much.
As opposed to Grouch, who claims that in a malevolent situation, they murdered a person.
And tons of abductees that are saying grays are dicks and reptilians are worse. And oh wait, don't get me started on the fucking mantises.
Yeah, and the guy, and except for the fucking the tall white Norwegian, the
Nordics,
the Nordics, they're the jam.
But the tall whites can be dicks or cool, depending on the context you meet them in.
Yeah. So Greer goes on to talk about how you're dealing with 2 separate things here. You have the actual non-human intelligence, the aliens. What does he call them? Like Ebens or something like that?
Yeah, like extraterrestrial biological entities.
Yes. So there's those ships, which are fine. Those are out there jamming, peaceful, cosmic awesomeness, whatever. Then you have the dickhead human ones that are back engineered by Raytheon, by Lockheed Martin, by the possibly the U.S. government, that are out there just doing nefarious shit, and that ties into the larger conspiracy of the shadow government.
Right.
Which there was also a contractor on there who
was stationed in the South Pole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go to this guy.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, there was another.
That was Eric Hecker, who worked for Raytheon. Again, that name comes up all the time. And
Raytheon,
Lockheed, Skunk Works, all sorts of shit.
Yeah. You mean the fucking military industrial complex that we were warned about?
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah. So but let's be honest. Eisenhower was so wishy-washy. He didn't make it clear at all. Right. Why was he so vague? What the fuck? He could not have said it any clearer or more harshly. That dude was only president and had won World War II for us. So why listen to him?
Well, here we are.
Right. Yeah, no shit. So this guy, between 2010 and 2011, he was serving at the South Pole, some scientific thing, and he was working with he had like full access to the base because he was like a fire chief and something else. An ice cube neutrino detector. I don't know shit about that, needless to say. But that while it was supposed to be doing what it's supposed to be doing, it also was being used as an energy weapons platform, he said, and faster than light communication to speak to Solar Warden. He didn't use that phrase, but he basically talked about the Gary Kinnan, I think that's his name, the non-terrestrial fleet, and the way you'd have to communicate with them, you would need faster than light communication.
As soon as he brought that up, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's going to Solar Warden. Holy shit. Let's not forget the earthquakes that he claims this thing started
in New Zealand. Because it was accidentally aimed the wrong way. So it's an earthquake machine. It shot a green beam into outer space, which he thinks could also be a communication method or a defense mechanism to destroy UFOs. And that was another theme that kept coming up in this. How there's this thing called...
Basically, like the U.S. accidentally years ago dropped a UFO using radar.
Yeah, that's how
and now we're
allegedly the Roswell UFO went down.
And then he says that you can like embed a weapon into radar, and that's how they drop UFOs now. Which I was like,
crazy.
Damn. All right. Fucking what up, radar?
So there was that guy too. And so we have an earthquake machine. Mm-hmm. We have faster than light communication. We have beams we shoot up in space. We have
Herrera was on there as well.
Yeah, Herrera was on there as well.
Yep.
But when you were talking about, let's go to the basics of what this thing was going to cover right at the beginning so we can cover this. He had a terabyte thumb drive or whatever that he said he distributed to Congress, that he's given to certain reporters that they can copy and give to anyone else. That's supposed to be like the super whistleblowers list that all of his like hundreds of whistleblowers over the years have told him where these things are, who's in charge of the programs, civilian and military, where the secret bases are located, what the entrances are, what the names of the buildings are. This is really like, it's crazy. There's another story about a guy seeing floating monolithic rocks, lots of fascinating stuff. I recommend you see it, but we don't really have time to cover any of the other guests.
Which was also a theme of his press conference that it kept going over, and he was like, we don't got time for this. And I wanted to be like, Steve, slow it down, dog. All right,
just let it happen, man.
Get yourself 2 extra hours, dude. If this is that important, get yourself 2 extra hours to get out there and talk to these people. But as soon as the press started asking questions, I bailed on it. So
yeah, me too. Because I had to do some fucking writing, and I didn't have any goddamn time.
So Dr. Greer, what he's going to be doing with this information, he calls it the archive, is just distributing it to members of the government and everyone, saying, here is your roadmap to go and do your investigation, to go out there and search this. What sucks about this, though, is that him and Grouch clearly are not going to be seeing eye to eye on this. So Grouch is going to have his information, Greer's going to have his information, and it's going to be just basically 2 different trails going after the government, which is okay.
That's okay.
Which is not bad.
Because
it's not bad, but
if you're a cop and you're trying to solve a murder, you can have witnesses that are completely unrelated to each other or that know each other vaguely and don't like each other,
right?
And still get valuable information from both parties.
I'm hoping maybe they can cross-reference. I mean, obviously, neither of these things it's not going to stall anything. The government's going to look at it, say, is this credible? Are we going to spend time and resources
what they'll be able to
dig
do with
into it?
Yeah, well, yes. And if they can, what would they do with it is the real question. So I'm just going to say basically what he said. There are 145 top secret facilities and bases, and he has a map to all of them. 752 witnesses, both named and clandestine, deep throats, basically, of military, government, and corporate backgrounds. Witness testimony on video and supporting documents that he has given them. 122 UFO crash retrieval cases in the last 80 years. So that's the main gist of what's on this list.
Which, yeah, So he's providing them with all the information that he has so that they can therefore investigate as they need to.
Right.
Which basically is like, here's the black sites. Here's the shadow government. Go get them, boys.
And he showed some really cool, interesting. Well, all right, let's not get into the artwork. The slightly less than plausible, but God bless you for trying artwork.
It was actually interesting.
It
kind of reminded me of what James Fox did with Moment of Contact.
The Varginha
Yeah. Just how he mixes like CGI and actual photos together. Like it's an interesting kind of illustration style. It kind of reminds me of
well, they started with like black and white pencil illustration, and then they morphed into this like beautiful color rendition.
Yeah. It reminded me of, there's a certain kind of art style that reminded me of, I can't fucking think what it was. So anyway, Dr. Greer put this all out there. He had great witness testimony. And this comes obviously on the heels, of Grouch. Or conversely, Grouch was trying to, maybe like we said in the beginning, maybe this entire time Greer's been the target. Maybe it's the disinformation from that side trying to discredit Greer. It very well could be.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, help but indulge your paranoid side when it comes to this. Or they could literally be all unrelated.
Or they all could be an op.
It could be. They all could be paid by the man.
If Greer's trying to push an app and fucking Grouch is just, his higher ups are using him as a fucking
patsy,
a patsy, a puppet to do whatever their shit is, and then the kid from Vegas and his family is like, fuck this is a great time to jump on this shit, and he has his own YouTube channel. That's a possibility. I don't want to live in that world.
I don't think that's the case.
No.
I certainly don't think all three are faking it.
It is a possibility.
I certainly don't think Greer would blow 30 years of his life. No matter what other failings he may have, I don't think he's faking it.
No.
I think he really is a true believer.
He claims that everything's volunteer, so he's not making any money off of it. But that goddamn app is still for sale. So
yeah. Well, I mean, if it's nonprofit, you got to make your money somehow.
That's true. That's true.
There's so many different things here. I'm just hammering through my notes here. The illegal secret government UFO projects. This is a list they had on this.
Yes.
Real quick. Legal intelligence and military are the victims. So he's making a list of things we have to remember when it comes to the illegal secret government, or the shadow government, as we prefer to call it.
Yeah.
First is that it's not the military hiding it from you. It's not the CIA hiding it from you, not the legitimate one. It's the illegitimate one. They're victims too. Similar operations exist in many other countries, particularly the Five Eyes. So that's like Australia, New Zealand, Great Britain, America. Oh, help me out here. What am I missing? Canada, I think. The ISG, the shadow government, operates without regard for national boundaries. That went without saying, I think.
Well, yeah.
Like if UFO lands in Guam, say, or wherever, they're going to just fucking go
government
get it.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give fucks. And blackmail, bribery, intimidation are methods employed for the shadow government to get their way, or the illegal secret government, as it's officially known here.
Yeah.
So here's the dark twist to all this that we have to fucking probably go out on.
Okay.
And that is, I watched a few interviews with him as a prelude to this, and he was more explicit in these interviews, less so at the actual press conference where he just hinted at it. He said, if this doesn't go, he was saying at his press conference today, within a year, there are plans in place. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes.
But there are plans in place that the hand will be forced.
Yeah.
What he actually called it, another clip, is like, what I'm hoping for here is a bloodless revolution where things can significantly change without, a shot needing to be fired, where we can go through legal means. They can get in there. They can find these things. Whistleblowers will come out when there's like a little, grace period where if you turn and, give all your information to the government,
right,
and, you can get out of it. And along those lines, he's also working on ways to make sure he protects, working class contractors and soldiers' pensions, because they don't want to lose that, and their security clearance, or wealthy people that own the big companies that have tons of paperwork that want to come forward, but they don't want to fucking not be millionaires because they did it and get sued into oblivion.
Right.
So he's got to protect the rich shitheels too, but they're, they're turning on the secret. So my point is this. He's saying if all this shit doesn't go legit in a year, that there's this group of people within the government that don't want the secret anymore. They're going to start busting down doors and fucking pulling triggers, and that it's going to be a literal bloodbath.
So imagine though, like, okay, let's say that there is this dark shadow secret government.
And there is.
Okay, so whatever they're holding together, whatever they're keeping afloat, whatever bulwark they're fucking standing behind, whatever they fucking are, they're gone. Then what?
Yeah, no, you're right. That's the kind of thing. There's two things you could say to that.
Because you might not like them. We don't want to like them. They're fucking terrible. But what the fuck are they holding together right now? If they really are in contact with non-human intelligences, and Grush brought this up as well, that there's been agreements in place.
Yes.
If this is the fucking go-between, and we're like, get the fuck out. We're in charge now. We're taking care of this.
And it could be a shit show.
We're fucked.
I mean, for one thing, like I say, the demon you know. At least it's the demon you know. On the other hand...
God, I don't want Congress talking to the non-human intelligences.
I don't either.
Could you imagine that? Nancy Pelosi up there fucking talking to the non-human intelligence.
I agree that that's
Son
not
of a
optimal.
Bitch.
The list could go on and on.
I mean, we could list literally everybody in Congress and be like,
Ted Cruz would be an awesome emissary for
Ted Cruz.
They'd burn his face just because the beard would scare him.
Ted Cruz.
So, yeah, no, it's a bad call. On the other hand, motherfuckers, you got to throw the people a bone. We need some free energy. We need some bullshit.
I mean,
you can't be hogging this stuff up. We can't be killing the world. We can't be drowning every coastal city.
Imagine the shift in the power dynamic if the shadow government is revealed and we're like, okay, thank you, Grush. Thank you, Greer. Thank you, everyone who participated. Here's the shadow government. This is a real government. Oh, by the way, we fucking run shit. It doesn't matter what you think, feel, or want. We don't care about any of this, okay? Because we run shit. And yeah, we're here. You know about us. Whatever. Enjoy the rest of your time with your fake-ass government because we're taking care of the real shit. That puts you in such a weird power dynamic as a society, as a culture, as a world, as a human, that there's this entirely other level of fucking control that we've all joked about for years. Sure. Illuminati, all kinds of shit. Did you see that Herrera had a Masonic tag on his fucking tie?
Yeah, the tie clip.
Fuck yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that won't start any shit whatsoever.
Shout out to all my Masonic brothers out there. Not that I am, but we have a bunch of friends that are Masons. So that dynamic is going to be weird.
Yeah.
It's really going to be weird because they really are, and they would have that much control over that much shit.
But can it live in the light? Like, and that's the other thing too. If we know,
if
we know the elected government is bullshit, then does it literally just become a totalitarian state?
Yeah, 100%. With them, it would, because they're like, yeah, no, you can have your government that you think you fucking control, but guess what, assholes? We really run shit, and we're talking to the non-human intelligences, so leave us the fuck alone. We got shit to go do. Because why would they care? Honestly.
I mean, if they have that much power, you're right.
Yeah.
But if it is a loose conglomerate of people, like wealthy people that run like the Raytheon and the different companies that have like gotten the contracts to work on these things, even Bigelow now, who went from being an investigator to being on the inside, who clearly, at least I shouldn't say clearly, but has allegedly had craft in his aerospace company and stuff, and I don't blame him. Get on the inside if you can and get paid for it like he did. And there's these people and there's government people. If they're just sort of working together and the ruse has been working and everyone who's ever seen a UFO has become a laughing stock until just very recently. And suddenly, the light shining on you and the long arm of the law is coming. And when the military is focused, it is a deadly mechanism. And the FBI and the other intelligence agencies. If these people get on you, maybe they're not that well heeled. Maybe they're well off financially, and they certainly are entrenched with power. And they do have the one thing they have that's undeniably powerful is access to technology that is mind blowing. So if they wanted to declare war on the world, they could pretty much do it.
Yeah.
But then that still makes them super pariahs.
Going back to what Graves said about, the Tic Tac, if that's our enemy, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But then it goes right back to the false flag thing where it'd be easier for them to pretend it's aliens. And suddenly when everyone, like we were talking when we did the grouching the first time, when everyone was so skeptical of the George W. Bush government and he was just basically considered an incompetent boob, was never going to be a two-term president. Some planes crash, tremendous American and global tragedy occurs. So many innocent people die. And, people I know that were punk as fuck one day are thinking about joining the Navy the next.
Yeah.
Like it was like a mind shift for most people. And fear and a rise of patriotism will erase any doubt in government's shadow or otherwise. And that I would be more afraid of than anything else. If
they kick off this fucking Greer's alleged false flag invasion alien, which is, I think,
and it's not just him that has said that.
It's been around well before Greer. You heard it here first, folks. when the shit comes down, just realize it's all holograms. That's all it is.
It's true.
All holograms.
Yeah.
Or it's all back-engineered shit that's actually killing people.
That's true.
And they're trying to make you think it's the alien.
We're all in a simulation anyway. It never mattered. Macaroni and cheese, you never even tasted it. Tastes like Fruit Loops to you. You don't even know what it tastes like. We all taste something different when we eat macaroni and cheese. The simulation is a lie. Don't worry about it. Go to bed. Beat off. Have some fun.
Thank you for joining us, Kryptonaut Podcast.
Indeed.
There is our indulge into what's been happening recently here with UFO disclosure, breaking news, whistleblowers, aliens, and UFO disclosure. Thank you all for joining us. Robert, Patreon, we offer it to the good folks.
Fucking
they
ain't
got
right.
to hear us talk about this first last week a little bit. Robert, let's do some shout-outs for the good folks over there at patreon.com/Kryptonaut Podcast.
Michaela Peller.
Thank you, Michaela.
Joseph Relou.
Hell yeah, Joseph. Thank you so much.
Drake Adkins.
What up, Drake? We appreciate it.
Jim Bassalone.
Hell yeah, Jim. Thank you so much.
Jacob King.
What up, Jacob?
Double Michaela.
Oh, shit. We got
This time?
Michaela Johnston?
Michaela Johnson.
God damn. Thank you, Michaela Johnston. We appreciate it.
We do. Thank you, all Michaelas. And everyone else, but yeah, Michaelas. Olivero.
Thank you, Olivero.
Johanatan Murpha.
Holy shit, Jonathan Murphy.
Jonathan
Thank you
Murphy.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Rob's brain's falling apart.
Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Cody Johnson.
Hell yeah, Cody. Rob, we're going for the double list this week. Next 10, buddy. Bring them up.
Oh, I'm excited. Benjamin Barrett.
Hell yeah, Benjamin. Thank you.
Wesley Pierce.
Thank you so much, Wesley.
Ian Atlas.
Hell yeah, Ian.
Oh, that's a fucking wrestler name.
It is.
Tara 595.
Thank you so much, Tara. We appreciate it.
Hassan James.
Thank you so much, Hassan.
Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob.
Xeno Coitus Enjoyer.
Yeah.
The Strange.
I love it.
Pugnacious Cools.
Yeah. What's up, Pugnacious?
Mary Mitchell.
Thank you, Mary.
Josh Galati.
Thank you,
Rounding it up.
Josh.
Josh,
There it
thank you.
is.
Thank you, one and all. Thank you, everyone who supports us. You don't know how much it means to us. Really, it's like life-saving. It's basically life-giving for us. And, maybe not Mark, who fucking takes the time to work for a living and take care of a family, but for ne'er-do-well bachelors like Chris and I,
It does help.
It's life-saving.
It literally helps me pay bills, so I appreciate everybody out there. Patreon.com/Kryptonaut Podcast. Thank you for the support over there. Again, we got merch, hellerspace.com. Get your TeePublic. We got KryptonautMerch.com. Check out the merch there. All kinds of merch happen. It's summer. There's sales. Check it out. That's happening there. The Instas and the Twitters and the Facebooks. We're on the socials, Being Media, all kinds of shit. So we're doing that there. And yeah, there you go. There you have it. Next week, Robert, we're coming back, and we swear to God this time.
The never-ending saga.
The never-ending saga of the goddamn Betsphere.
I'm almost mad at it now. Not really. It's not the Betsphere's fault.
No, it's not. But we've been living with it for a while. But
Well,
it's okay.
we skipped a week.
It's okay. It's okay.
And that seemed all right. It's like usually we wouldn't do that, but we had a week, a little vacation. We got a little tipsy, a little more work to do. Chris was a little under the weather. We're like, fuck it. Let's just take a week off. Let's gel up. But then I insisted. You were like, let's finish the fucking bets. And I'm like, no, I need to do this.
Sometimes you are so persuasive, not because of your argument, just because of your steadfastness. I'm like, there's no talking him out of this.
Yeah.
There's no way that anything I tell him is going to make a goddamn big
even though your opinion does mean a lot to me, and I'm serious when I tell you, hey man, I only want to do this if you want to do it too. I will continue to be compelling.
And I continue to be like, I don't want to do it, but that's okay. You know why? Because it was an awesome, fun fucking episode. It was super cool.
It was. You know what's really going to piss me off?
What's that?
Is when real disclosure happens like on Tuesday and it's like, oh, fuck,
And
the Betsphere gets postponed again.
And I'm telling you, fuck you, we do the bets.
We do the bets no matter
No
what.
matter what.
Like, everyone's going to be like, oh, what are they
Listen,
going to say now?
We're
Or
going to
like,
be like, oh, guess what, guys? We're here for the Betsphere Part 4.
yeah,
Oh, by the way,
1974.
aliens landed on the fucking White House lawn, but we're not doing that today because Rob fucked his card up and he
did.
spent this shit last week, and now we're doing Betsphere Part 4.
You
Guess
kept
what?
telling me they're going to have more information next week. I'm like, yeah, but next week's not now, dude. It's all coming together
There's
now.
already new shit that came out.
I know. Probably since we started
There's gonna
talking.
be more. It's all right, though.
It is a crazy cyclone of
It
UFO
is.
news, though.
This
Nothing
is-
like that has ever happened. Certainly, not even since we started American Monsters 20 years ago.
This is a rarity, though, where something like this comes out and it's back to back to back. And I'll bring this up again, is that major media companies, organizations are not necessarily covering this. Like we were watching Dr. Greer's thing today. There's not a lot of people on there watching it.
No.
There really wasn't. I mean, even with Grouch, with the interview, there's not a lot happening. CNN is showing the goddamn Vegas video more than anything with Grouch. Fox talks about Grouch a little bit.
Right.
MSNBC covers sort of some of it. But for all this information coming out, I'm honestly more shocked that it's not getting bigger exposure, that larger media organizations are like, we're not fucking touching it. But I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks, we're going to see more things come out, which according to Dr. Greer, and I think Grouch too was talking about this, with more people coming forward. So maybe this is the beginning of the tidal wave of disclosure.
You might be right.
You look at my arm motion?
Yeah, I did. No, I did. I felt like disclosure was literally coming at me in 3D. It's
coming on your face, neck, and chest.
Thank you. Oh, it's so sticky. I didn't think disclosure would be this protein pill. So,
oh, shit.
Fucking, it's nebulous as shit. I don't know if any of it's going to go anywhere. In fact, I would be, if you had to ask me to bet right now, I'm going to say none of this is going to do dick. It's all going to be par for course this time next year. But there's still that little something in the air that's like, I know I don't fully buy any of it, but there's that small chance that something can break.
I mean, that's what this whole thing is about, though.
Yeah, hopes and dreams and the world paradigm shifting forever.
Exactly.
So, there you go. Enjoy that with your ice cream.
Or nothing.
Or nothing. Or dick all, and we just had a great couple hours talking about it.
Awesome. Thank you all so very much. We'll be back next week. We swear to God with the Bets Mystery Sphere Part 4. We'll be talking to you soon.
Eyes to the skies.
Keep those eyes to the skies and keep your pants on tight. Not too tight, though.
Wow. What if you're wearing parachute pants? Yeah. No options.
Oh, yeah. Easy access.
Can never be too tight.
Yeah. Like
maybe the waist.
Yeah. Are parachute pants back? I don't know.
Were they ever really in? Oh, if we're going to be frank.
No, dude, Zubaz are a fucking jam.
They're soft. I don't know if I call them parachute. They're loose. They're comfortable. True. Your junk can flow. But parachute?
Dude, MC Hammer had them fucking bomb-ass pants, dog.
He did. Undeniably.
All right, we're talking to you.
Goodbye.
Bye.